Hey, yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. We're back with a Tryndamere in the top lane. We're playing against a Garen. You would have seen in the thumbnail. It was a quick one. It's post-game commentary rather than live commentary. We've been doing that a little bit recently, as you might have noticed in some of the recent videos. So we'll talk through a little bit around how I play the game, what I'm thinking about while I'm doing it. Always open to feedback. If you've got any as to how I could have played it better, please feel free to let me know. Yeah, let's get into it. Enjoy the video. So I know with the Garen matchup that I win, and that it's purely just a skill issue if I don't. I'm stronger in the first 3 levels, especially with Hail of Blades, and once we get to 6, I should win because I just need to time the ult. He goes for an interesting gank, wards my blue jungle, goes for an interesting gank. My intention here is just to try to keep him off XP range, and then punish him for coming up that. I mean, the spin wasn't that great. I probably could have got another auto attack in there. But anyway, it's a good start. Obviously, I don't have my W to stop his heal, which is a good piece of advice I received a couple of weeks ago from some people commenting on the videos. But he steps up a little bit too far. Hail of Blades, auto attacks. Put the ignite down on him. Flash just to make sure I hit the auto attack, and we get a nice early kill on him, which is good. And then we miss 3 minions, so not good. But anyway, good to get the kill. We're just trying to shove it under tower without making the mistake of missing minions, because I've been doing that a little bit too much recently, where I'm just trying to push the wave under tower, and I'm missing minions more than I would like to. I'm trying to get better at my jungle tracking, so really nice ward from Lux means that I know I know the fiddle is top lane. Sorry, is top side, which means I know that when I get back to lane, I just need to play a little bit more careful so that I don't get ganked and throw that lead. It's not a massive lead. Obviously, we get the first blood gold, but we're not that far ahead of minions when we probably should have been. So, upon reflection, lead probably could be a little bit bigger, but regardless, it's a lead nonetheless. Thank you everyone for the support, by the way. It's been absolutely unreal. So I'm enjoying playing League. I'm enjoying uploading the content. I'm getting some really, really nice feedback from people. So yeah, thank you for the support. I don't know why he pushes this when the fiddle is sort of there ready for a gank. I would have thought not pushing it would be the better play, because there's no way they can dive me, right? You can't dive a Trend with Hail of Blades at, level 3, level 4. We get all of those minions, which is nice. I feel as though the Garen just did... I mean, he doesn't miss anything here per se, but...
An enemy has been slain.
I'm not sure whether or not this guy was a new Garen player or a new player in general. I mean, he obviously knows that I'm stronger than him. I mean, he eats way too many auto attacks here, right? I mean, I miss a lot of minions because of it, a lot of XP, but he just eats too many auto attacks there by not just peeling out with his spin. In hindsight, in this scenario, is where I probably should have used my W, like right there, to curb the to stop his passive. It wasn't too bad in the end because I didn't really plan on diving him. I really just wanted to try to force him to lose minions. I don't really feel a need to back yet. 2 auto attacks and then spin out.
This'll be a slaughter.
And look, the Garen's not trying to fight me, right? So I'm happy to just take minions here and push it under tower. He's playing so incredibly safe. To be fair, he's using his WL. His healing well, his passive. I finally decide to start throwing out some W's just to stop his passive. But the team's the way I'm thinking about this is like the team's winning across the board. I'm winning lane. The Garen doesn't want to fight me, sure. So So I don't need to unnecessarily play aggressive and throw the lead. If my team was losing, probably a question to the viewers. If my team was losing, would I then really want to be playing aggressive, trying to get some kills onto the Garen, roaming to try to get the other lanes ahead? Like, is that the sort of moment that you're really playing more aggressive? Because here I'm thinking, I don't need to. I'm ahead, the team's ahead. My goal is just don't throw the lead. Don't let the Garen get back into the game. Now we use a Q here and then Fiddle decides to come for a gank. So again, poor timing on me using my Q. I feel as though if I had the Fury... At least we burned the Garen's Ghost. If I had the Fury, I would have stayed and fought that. And probably at least killed the Fiddle. But I didn't have my Fury because I used it to heal, so... I knew there wasn't going to be a way that I would kill them. Unfortunately, I don't think Garen was actually watching for the gank because he was not prepared for it. He should have popped Ghost much earlier. Chased me down. He uses his W there, which... I can't remember what the cooldown on it is, but... He plays a little bit over aggressive here, trying to get some plates. I know that I can at least get a couple of auto attacks on him before he gets out, and I hit him with a massive crit. Now, I altered there when I didn't need to, but I altered because I didn't expect that crit to kill him. I actually expected it to take 2 auto attacks, and I was expecting him to throw out his ult. So I altered preemptively as I hit that last auto attack. As I said, expecting him to be ulting almost exactly after, or within like the next half a second. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether or not. I mean, look, I feel like it doesn't matter too much. I'm ahead anyway. He's not playing aggressive. It's only by the time I get back to lane, just over a minute cooldown. So the last thing I would have wanted to have happened is for me to not use my ult, not predict the R, his R, get executed, lose all the minions, lose the tower plates, and then throw the lead. So I feel like it was the right thing to do. In this scenario though, I've got a bit of a freeze. My Aatrox is doing grubs. Not grubs. Grubs? Why am I forgetting the name of it? Grubs. Yeah, Grubs. Jeez. I was keeping an eye on it the whole time, waiting to see whether or not the Fiddle was going to show up. If the Garen had have started to run down there, I would have moved immediately. Is that the right play, or do I go down and help regardless? Or am I more reactive in that scenario because he's sitting in the middle of lane, not really doing anything? I think I can be reactive in that scenario, right? I don't have to go down there. Aatrox is ahead. As you can probably tell, I'm not the best with jungle tracking, so I obviously didn't know where the Fiddle was. Maybe this is a little bit of a boring one to upload, and if it is, I apologize, but I feel like it's a good example. Maybe for those that are in low elo, like me, I'm only a gold player. Sort of as a reminder that sometimes, like, winning like this is good. Where it's like, don't force yourself into a scenario where you lose the match when you're ahead. Like, if your team's winning and I'm winning lane, sometimes it can be a little bit boring, but my whole philosophy here was just don't throw. And I feel as though that it happens all the time. Like, there are games where... It was actually one that I decided not to upload. Which maybe I should have, but... I was playing against a Gwen that was somehow an Emerald player in a gold lobby. And The Gwen was clearly better than me,
As you wish.
technically. We'll go for a dive. I flash here just out of fear that I might take an extra tower shot if I just ran out and I didn't want to die. Again, throw the lead. I'd rather just burn the flash. Not sure if that was the right play, but I mean, I got the kill. Burned his sums, burned my sums, get a ton of tower plays. Makes the Garen fall even further behind. So I feel like it's a fine play in the end. I'm not too worried about needing my flash for the next 5 minutes in this game against the Fiddle and a Garen that's so far behind. So, but yeah, I feel, you know, there was this game where this Gwen killed me in the first, before the minions even got to lane. It was technically better at playing Gwen than what I was at playing Tryndamere. But I think the Gwen, I played the match how the Garen was playing. How the Garen is playing. At least after the first kill happened. And I ended up killing the Gwen like twice. Because the Gwen got too overconfident or bored or whatever it may have been. And I got the 2 kills because she made mistakes. And then I was able to get straight back into the game where I could just fight her 1v1. She was much better than me, but she just made mistakes. Maybe she got bored. So I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit of a reminder for those that find this element of the game boring. But I've just figured I don't need to force the fight on the Garen. Outside of when I absolutely know I can kill him, like when he's under tower. But unnecessarily, I don't need to force the fight for no reason. The team's winning across the map, so I'm just happy to keep doing what I'm doing. Get the tower here.
Double kill. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Triple kill.
And like, you know, my jungler's doing a great job. And then it's like, cool. Now I get to roam. Now I get to roam, see what's going on, help the team in understanding where the fiddlesticks might be. Definitely on bot. Now here, actually, I go Swifties in this game only because it's sort of recommended, and it, you know, in hindsight, I look at it now and it makes sense. Typically, I always go Zerks with this build. I don't know. Do you go Swifties when it's a team like the other team that got crowd control? They're squishier. I do enjoy playing Swifties. Maybe I need to play Swifties more often. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know when it is that you guys play Swifties. I feel like the Garen just freezing it here is just a mistake, right? I guess he's so far behind. What else does he do? But should he not just like push the wave and then roam?
This'll be a slaughter.
And try to impact the map elsewhere? My game plan remains the same. It's like push the waves in, roam around.
As you wish.
And I mean, look, they FF in a couple of minutes. The game's almost over. But I just feel it might have been a little bit of more of a boring one to watch. And I apologize if it is. I thought I'd upload it just to see what people's thoughts are. Would you have played it any differently if you were me? I mean, this is awkward. I just sort of like run through the towers here. Try to get to the Akali. Xerath moves across, gets the kill on the Akali in the river. Yeah, would you play this any differently if you were me? In terms of pushing the tower in, still playing it slow, going for the roams, checking jungle, moving for plays if possible, come back, push the wave. I don't know. I just feel like it's a good way to play it when I'm a little bit ahead, right? I feel like that is the way you play it. I don't know, as I said, I'm a gold player, so for all I know, I could be totally wrong here. Maybe I should be moving to mid here quicker. Alright. I know I'm not going to be able to kill the Garen because he's not really giving me the opportunity to. So again, just push it. I mean, it's not under tower now, but here's some jungle camps. We see Evzril. We go for a play. Let me know what you guys think of this game. Yeah, if you guys find this one too boring, little flash spin, let me know. If this one's too boring, let me know. I won't upload these types of videos, but I appreciate you watching regardless. I'll see you in the next one.
A summoner has disconnected.